Uh, hey there and welcome. Today I wanna make a video about a latest ChatGPT competitor from a Chinese company DeepSeek that has been released recently. It's a free website that you can go, and there are matrices that they show. It's pretty cheap, I think. 14 cents per million input tokens and 28 for almost twice actually output tokens. If you doesn't know what tokens are, maybe we can make a different video, but all in all it is saying if you pass million tokens, not words, roughly not one word equals to one tokens, but you can have a make a educated guess. If you are writing about 500,000 words, then that would be a million tokens at least. One token is equal to one word or more than that. You can, and there are more characters and those things. So yeah, different thing, maybe 100,000 words. That's still a lot of words, right? So, and that's just for 14 cents. If you ask 100,000 and if it gives you maybe 100,000 word related answers, that's 20 cents, pretty cheap. You can hit the API, compatible with OpenAI API. But that's not something we want to do today. We want to do is start the free access to DeepSeek, intro to unknown, and then you can access API and blah blah blah. So if you go here, of course you have to create an account and those things, but once you go, you will have a very similar to ChatGPT interface. If you don't have an account, then you have to create it. If just use a simple your email address, and you should be good to go. Once you are there, you can ask it anything. What is greater, 9.11 or 9.91, right? Bingo. And this is a test of very how many are there in STRAWBER. I think that's the spelling. STR is strawberry. STRAW. Why am I remembering that? Or whatever. There are 2 R's, but apparently there are 3 R's, right? So this got it wrong. However, there is this DeepSeek that they give you 50. I have already used 5 for today. So there are those. You can easily switch between the models, but the one thing you can notice that once you toggle it, when you are turning it off, you can of course provide a document to it, but once you turn it on, you don't have the flexibility of attaching of files. So you can ask the same questions. Let's see how it goes. Now it goes to a thinking mode, right? You can see the thing, how it is making the logic and those things, very similar to ChatGPT latest 4.0 preview model, where the word contains 2 R's. Wow. Ha. Maybe not as good as ChatGPT, because there are 3 R's commonly. We definitely know, right? Oh, so we found one thing that doesn't work. Great. But that's not the most important thing for now, right? All we are mostly interested in the bigger things, right? What is, I don't know, you can ask anything, right? A function, a Python function actually, function for binary search or something, I don't know. You can ask that. Goes on a thinking mode, blah blah blah, those things. It goes step by steps and blah blah blah. And there you have a code, right? You have examples, you have the output as well, and those things. And let's say equations. Give me the mathematical equation for back propagation, and I think that's how back propagation is done. And maybe I think transformers is more complex, but self-attention, let's see what it does. maybe it is aware of the equations or not, it's up to it. But the thing I wanted to see is, if it can give you the equations that is readable, right? Who That is great. Very similar to ChatGPT interface, very similar to ChatGPT interface, right? So there it is. So, and the good thing, this is free. Of course, you should use these tools at your own risk, because these tools are not 100% good as of now, but you get the idea, right? There is a ChatGPT competitor, and you can look into the Twitter and those things. They really have a big, what do we call it, documentation and those things on Twitter, where they say, how this model is good than GPT-4 Turbo and even GPT 4.0. You can see the performance and its matrices on Twitter. But for now, that's all I wanted to bring you. There is a new tool that is in the market that is supposed to be a GPT competitor, GPT latest state of the art model competitor. Let's see how far it goes and how much noise it makes. But until then, bye bye.